Money isn't just about numbers, it's about psychology. Why do some people become wealthy while others lose everything? Why do even millionaires go broke? The secret to financial success isn't just how much you earn, but how you think about money. In this video, we'll uncover the powerful lessons from The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel through an engaging story that will change the way you look at wealth forever. Stay till the end, because these insights can truly transform your financial future. Lesson 11. Wealth is what you don't see. Most people judge wealth by what they can see: luxury cars, big houses, designer clothes, and expensive vacations. But real wealth isn't about showing off. It's about what remains hidden: your savings, investments, and financial security. Imagine two individuals. One spends lavishly on high-end gadgets, fancy cars, and an extravagant lifestyle. The other lives modestly, saves consistently, and invests wisely. The first person may look rich, but their bank account might be empty, filled with debt instead of assets. The second person, even if they don't flaunt it, is building real wealth that will last. Morgan Housel explains that being rich and being wealthy are two different things. Being rich means having a high income, but being wealthy means having assets and financial security that can support you in the long run. Many people fall into the trap of spending just to appear successful, but true financial freedom comes from what you save, not just what you earn. A classic example of this is lottery winners or celebrities who make millions yet go bankrupt because they never focused on wealth building. On the other hand, there are self-made millionaires who live simple lives and quietly accumulate massive wealth through disciplined saving and smart investing. The key lesson here is that wealth is invisible. Just because someone drives an expensive car doesn't mean they are financially secure. And just because someone lives modestly doesn't mean they aren't wealthy. The real power of money lies in financial independence, the ability to make choices without worrying about money. So, instead of focusing on looking rich, focus on being rich. Build wealth that lasts by saving, investing, and making smart financial decisions. True financial success isn't about what others see. It's about the freedom and security you create for yourself. Lesson 12. Saving money is more important than high income. Many people believe that a higher income is the key to financial success. While earning more can help, it's not the ultimate solution. The truth is, no matter how much you earn, if you don't know how to save, you will always struggle financially. Imagine two people. One earns 5 Indian rupees lakh per month, but spends 4.9 Indian rupees lakh, while the other earns 1 Indian rupee lakh per month, but saves 30,000 Indian rupees. Who is actually in a better financial position? The second person, because wealth isn't about how much you earn, it's about how much you keep. Morgan Housel emphasizes that financial security comes from savings, not just income. Many high-income individuals end up broke because their expenses rise with their earnings. This is known as lifestyle inflation, the tendency to spend more as you earn more. The secret to long-term financial success is living below your means and saving consistently. Take Warren Buffett, for example. Despite being one of the richest men in the world, he has lived in the same modest house since 1958. He understands that true wealth comes from compounding savings over time, not from spending lavishly. So, instead of focusing only on increasing your income, focus on saving more from whatever you earn. Financial freedom isn't about making millions. It's about having control over your money and your future. Lesson 13. Freedom is the ultimate goal of money. Why do we all work hard to earn money? Is it for luxury cars, expensive houses, or branded clothes? No. At the core, the real reason is freedom, the ability to live life on your own terms. Money is not just about buying things. It's about buying control over your time. Imagine waking up and deciding how you want to spend your day without worrying about bills, debts, or job pressure. That's real financial freedom. Morgan Housel explains that the happiest and most successful people aren't those who own the most expensive things, but those who have control over their time and decisions. A person earning 1 Indian rupee crore per year, but working 80 hours a week with no personal time is less free than someone earning 10 Indian rupees lakh per year, but having the flexibility to enjoy life. A great example is people who retire early through smart financial planning and investments. They don't necessarily earn the most. They just prioritize financial independence over unnecessary spending. The lesson here is simple. Don't just chase money, chase freedom. Every rupee saved and invested is a step toward reducing dependence on a paycheck and gaining control over your life. The real value of money is the ability to choose how you live, not just what you own. Lesson 14. The power of compounding. Small steps lead to big results. One of the biggest secrets of building wealth is compounding, the ability of money to grow over time when reinvested. Many people underestimate how small, consistent efforts can turn into massive results in the long run. Imagine 2 people start investing. Person A starts early and invests just 5,000 Indian rupees per month at a 10% return for 30 years. Person B, on the other hand, waits for 10 years and then starts investing 10,000 Indian rupees per month for 20 years. Surprisingly, despite investing the same amount, Person A will have more wealth at the end, simply because their money had more time to grow. Morgan Housel explains that wealth building isn't about how much you invest, but how long you let your money grow. This is why Warren Buffett, one of the richest men in the world, made most of his fortune not just by investing well, but by investing for a long time. Compounding doesn't just apply to money. It applies to knowledge, habits, and decisions. Small, smart choices made consistently over time lead to extraordinary outcomes. The key is patience. The lesson here is simple. Start investing as early as possible, even with small amounts, and let time do its magic. The sooner you start, the bigger your wealth will grow. Lesson 15. Nothing is guaranteed. Prepare for the unexpected. One of the biggest mistakes people make in finance is assuming that things will always go as planned. But in reality, life is unpredictable and financial markets can be volatile. This is why having a margin of safety is crucial in wealth building. Think about businesses. Many successful companies fail simply because they don't prepare for unexpected downturns. Similarly, many individuals who live paycheck to paycheck struggle when an emergency strikes. Morgan Housel explains that even the smartest investors, like Warren Buffett, don't take unnecessary risks. They always keep a margin of safety, a buffer of savings, low expenses, and diversified investments to protect against uncertainties. A real-life example is the 2008 financial crisis. Many people who invested aggressively without safety nets lost everything. But those who had emergency savings and diversified portfolios were able to survive and thrive in the long run. The key lesson here is always be prepared for the unexpected. Have an emergency fund, avoid excessive risk, and don't assume that the future will always be stable. Financial success isn't just about making money. It's about protecting what you've built. Lesson 16. Luck and risk. The unseen forces in financial success. Many people believe that success in life and money is purely the result of hard work. While effort and intelligence matter, luck and risk also play a huge role, sometimes more than we realize. Take Bill Gates, for example. He was undoubtedly smart and hardworking, but he was also lucky to attend one of the only high schools in the U.S. that had a computer in the 1960s. On the other hand, there were equally smart people who didn't get the same opportunity and never became billionaires. Morgan Housel explains that you should never judge someone's success or failure purely based on their actions. Some people make bad financial decisions, but still get lucky and succeed. Others do everything right, but get hit by unexpected setbacks. The key lesson here is to stay humble when you succeed and kind when you see others fail. Avoid blindly copying successful people because luck may have played a bigger role than you think. Instead, focus on strategies that reduce risk and increase your chances of long-term success. Lesson 17. Avoid extreme financial decisions. Stay balanced. Many people either take too much financial risk or play it too safe. Both extremes can be dangerous. If you invest all your money in risky assets, you might lose everything. But if you avoid investing altogether out of fear, you miss out on potential growth. The key is balance. Think about a person who puts all their savings into one stock, hoping to get rich quickly. If the stock crashes, they lose everything. On the other hand, someone who keeps all their money in a savings account might feel safe, but will struggle to build wealth due to inflation. Morgan Housel emphasizes the importance of a balanced approach. The best strategy is to invest wisely, but also keep some financial security. For example, have an emergency fund while also investing for long-term growth. The lesson here is simple. Avoid extreme financial decisions. Stay patient, stay diversified, and don't let emotions drive your money choices. The goal is not just to grow wealth, but to protect it as well. Lesson 18. You are not the same as everyone else. Personal finance is personal. One of the biggest mistakes people make in finance is copying others without considering their own unique situation. Just because a strategy worked for someone else doesn't mean it will work for you. Imagine two people. One is 25 years old, single, and willing to take financial risks. The other is 45, has a family, and needs financial security. Should both invest in the same way? Of course not. Their financial goals, risk tolerance, and needs are completely different. Morgan Housel explains that personal finance is personal. What works for a billionaire may not work for someone with a regular job. What works for a young investor may not be suitable for someone close to retirement. The key lesson here is, don't blindly follow financial advice. Adapt it to your own goals, risk tolerance, and life situation. The best financial plan is the one that fits you, not someone else. Lesson 19. The power of saying enough. Avoid greed. One of the biggest reasons people fail financially is not knowing when to stop chasing more. No matter how much money they make, they always want more, leading them to take excessive risks. But sometimes knowing when to stop is the smartest financial decision. Think about people who already have millions but still gamble their money in risky investments, hoping to double it. Many end up losing everything because they never felt they had enough. Morgan Housel shares the story of Rajat Gupta, a former billionaire who had everything: wealth, power, and success. But he wanted more and got involved in illegal insider trading. As a result, he lost his fortune and went to prison. The lesson here is, greed can destroy even the richest people. Learn to define enough for yourself. True wealth isn't just about having more. It's about having enough and knowing when to stop taking unnecessary risks. Lesson 20. Financial success is about long-term thinking. The biggest difference between those who stay wealthy and those who lose everything is long-term thinking. Most people focus on short-term gains, but true financial success comes from consistent, smart decisions over a lifetime. Imagine two investors. One tries to make quick money by constantly buying and selling stocks. The other invests for the long run, staying patient through market ups and downs. Who do you think will be wealthier in 20 years? The second investor, because wealth builds over time, not overnight. Morgan Housel explains that time is the most powerful force in investing. Warren Buffett became one of the richest people in the world, not just because of his investing skills, but because he invested consistently for over 70 years. The key lesson here is, think long-term. Don't chase quick profits or panic over short-term losses. Stay patient, stay invested, and let time do the work for you. Imagine two friends, Rohan and Samir, who grew up in the same neighborhood. Both had similar backgrounds, but their financial journeys took completely different paths. This is a story about how money works, not just in numbers, but in our minds. The tale of two friends. Rohan was always ambitious. He believed that to be rich, he had to earn more. So he worked hard, switched jobs frequently for higher salaries, and even started a side business. Soon, he was making lakhs every month, buying luxury cars, expensive clothes, and dining at the best restaurants. To the world, he looked successful. Samir, on the other hand, was different. He didn't chase high-paying jobs or quick money. He focused on saving, investing, and long-term financial security. While his income wasn't as high as Rohan's, he had one thing Rohan didn't: control over his money. This story teaches us one of the biggest lessons in finance. Backhand index pointing right, earning money, and managing money are two different skills. If you don't know how to handle money, no amount of income can make you truly wealthy. The power of savings and compounding. One day, Rohan met an investor who told him about compounding. He explained how Warren Buffett started investing as a teenager and let his money grow over decades. Samir had already understood this. He started investing small amounts early and never stopped. Even though he didn't earn as much as Rohan, his money quietly multiplied over time. Morgan Housel explains that wealth isn't about making big, risky investments. It's about letting small investments grow over a long period. Backhand index pointing right wealth is built not by making huge bets, but by being patient and consistent. Why do rich people go broke? A few years later, Rohan faced a problem. His lifestyle had become expensive. Even though he was making more money than ever, his expenses were just as high. He never saved, never invested, and never thought about the future. Then, one day, an unexpected financial crisis hit. His business struggled, the market crashed, and he was left with nothing. This is what happens to lottery winners and celebrities who earn millions but lose everything. They never learn to manage their wealth. Backhand index pointing right money doesn't make you rich, your habits do. The freedom that money buys. Samir, on the other hand, was not worried. Over the years, he had built a strong financial foundation. His investments continued to grow, and more importantly, he had the freedom to make choices. Morgan Housel says that true wealth is freedom, the ability to wake up and do what you want without worrying about money. Backhand index pointing right money is not about buying things. It's about buying time and control over your life, luck, risk, and the roll of time. One day, Rohan and Samir discussed their journeys. Rohan believed he was just unlucky, while Samir believed it was about good decisions. The truth, both were right. Money involves both luck and risk. Some people become rich due to good fortune, while others lose everything despite working hard. But long-term wealth is never built on luck alone. It's built on smart choices, patience, and risk management. Backhand index pointing right, never assume your success is purely because of your skills. Luck plays a role, but discipline makes the difference. The danger of greed. Years passed. Samir was financially free, living a peaceful life. Rohan, after learning from his mistakes, finally started saving and investing. But then he made another mistake. He became greedy. He wanted to grow his money as fast as possible. He invested in risky stocks, took huge loans, and tried to double his money overnight. And just like before, he lost everything. Morgan Housel warns that greed is the fastest way to financial disaster. Many people never feel like they have enough, so they keep chasing more until they lose everything. Backhand index pointing right, the secret to financial success is knowing when to stop taking unnecessary risks. The importance of long-term thinking. In the end, Samir was not the richest person in the world, but he was financially secure and stress-free. He never tried to get rich quickly. He just stayed consistent, saved, invested, and let time work for him. This is the biggest lesson of the psychology of money. Backhand index pointing right, financial success isn't about intelligence, luck, or high income. It's about patience, discipline, and making smart choices over time. Rohan and Samir started their journeys together, but their choices shaped their financial futures. Who do you want to be? The one who earns a lot but struggles financially, or the one who lives a stable and wealthy life because of smart decisions? The choice is yours. Rocket start today. Save. Invest. Think long term. Your future self will thank you. We've just explored the hidden truths about money, luck, risk, and long-term wealth. Now, the question is, how will you apply these lessons in your life? Will you chase quick money, or will you build lasting financial freedom? The choice is yours. If you found this valuable, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more powerful book summaries and financial wisdom. And let me know in the comments which lesson resonated with you the most. See you in the next video. Until then, stay smart, stay patient, and let your money work for you.